We must now look at the new development. There is a new development in the case of the IPOB leader. If you have been there in Nigeria, in Africa, and the following news that is coming out from Africa and Nigeria, you will know about the case of NNAMDI KANU, the case of the IPOB leader. Of course, he was in court a few days ago, and in this video, we will begin to explore the new plans, the new strategy the federal government wants to use to keep on holding NNAMDI KANU. There is a new strategy they have put in place to ensure that the IPOB leader doesn't gain freedom as soon as expected. Of course, you know they have kept postponing this matter. They have kept using delay tactics on him. And let us look at the new method, the new tactics that they want to use to hold NNAMDI KANU of IPOB. Look at this. This is official. This news came out yesterday. KANU must face terrorism charges. Federal government tells court. The federal government of Nigeria is insisting that NNAMDI KANU must face terrorism charges. This is it. The federal government has insisted that the detained leader of the proscribed, of course, they went ahead to proscribe IPOB while allowing herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram kidnappers to move on, to walk freely among the masses, to kill, to rape, to destroy, to burn down houses. Yet, they are more focused on NNAMDI KANU and IPOB. Must stand trial. They said that NNAMDI KANU must stand trial on the terrorism charges against him. Let's look at this. Awomolo, that is the judge representing the federal government of Nigeria, told the trial judge, Justice James Omotosho, that NNAMDI KANU had made a broker. This is their strategy, and this is what they're saying. They are referencing what they said that NNAMDI KANU allegedly said on Radio Biafra, in which he openly and publicly declared his intention to break up the country. They are saying that NNAMDI KANU said that he will break up the country. Of course, every one of us knows that self-determination is a fundamental human right. There have been countries that were together that are no longer together. Don't forget that Singapore and Malaysia were one country, and eventually they decided to go their separate ways. Singapore is on their own, Malaysia is on their own, and a lot other countries too. So the concept of self-determination is not a crime. You can decide to be on your own. He alleged, that is Awomolo, alleged that KANU also declared his plan to establish a Republic of Biafra. The concept of Biafra has been there even before Lieutenant General Odumegwu Emeka Ojukwu Ikemba. This concept of Biafra has been there for a very long time. In fact, people believe that Biafra was there before even the amalgamation of Nigeria. Awomolo emphasized that KANU's declaration was not a mere empty threat, but a deliberate and dangerous one, stating that his brokers caused widespread fear among Nigerians. If KANU's words cause fear, put fear in Nigerians, what of the Boko Haram? What of the Fulani herdsmen? What of the evil and deeply corrupt politicians? The SAN argued that boasting about breaking up the country constitutes a serious national security concern and should not be dismissed as mere rhetoric, as claimed by KANU. Awomolo further alleged that NNAMDI KANU in the broker directed his followers to target and kill policemen and their families, noting that more than 170 security personnel were killed shortly afterward. This is the plan. This is the new allegation, new method the federal government wants to use to keep holding NNAMDI KANU. By the way, if you really want NNAMDI KANU to be free, please come under this video and drop a prayer for NNAMDI KANU. Drop a prayer for NNAMDI KANU, and also type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the comment of this video. As many of us that can do that, the more we keep pushing this message that justice must be obtained. Kanu must receive due justice. The defendant made a broadcast in which he proudly declared himself as the IPOB leader. Even though he knew that the group had been proscribed, he claimed the world would come to a standstill. These are the allegations. So these are the allegations that they are heaping upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in an attempt to keep holding this man. If you want him to be free, please type free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and also drop a short prayer. You can pray in your local language, whether you are over there in Nigeria, whether you are in Kenya, whether you are a lover of freedom in Canada and UK, any part of the world you are watching this video from, drop a prayer for him in your local language or maybe in English. Then also type something for him, typing free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right now. The Nigerian law prohibits inciting statement capable of making citizens living in perpetual fear. But remember, the same Nigerian law prohibits herdsmen from killing and raping people, from destroying farmlands. The same Nigerian law prohibits INEC from overturning elections. The same Nigerian law prohibits the corruption that we are seeing. The same Nigerian law prohibits the shameless collection of 200 naira, 100 naira, 50 naira by policemen on the roads in broad daylight. The Nigerian law prohibits inciting statement capable of making citizens live in perpetual fear. The threat to destroy Nigeria was not idle talk. It was aimed at creating Biafra, and there are consequences for such statements. We must now move on. I hope you have prayed for Nnamdi Kanu. Don't leave this video until you do that. Don't leave this video until you join our channel. If you have not subscribed to NNAMDI Media, this is the right time to simply click on subscribe and subscribe. Also join, click on join. It won't take you much. Just click on join and also join NNAMDI Media. However, Kanu, through his lead counsel, that is Kanu's team, are now replying. Chief Kanu Agabi alleged the validity of the prosecution case and asked the court to discharge and acquit him. Let us not forget that some time ago, just a few days ago, a few weeks ago, Kanu was captured illegally, kidnapped by the Nigerian government in Kenya. Kenyan government, a high court in Kenya had come out to say that Kanu was innocent, make a favorable judgment on that matter, and awarded 120 million naira in damages to Kanu, that the federal government of Kenya will pay Kanu 120 million to compensate him, showing that Kanu is free. However, Kanu, through his lead counsel, Chief Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, challenged the validity of the prosecution's case and asked the court to discharge and acquit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't forget that several months ago, a high court here in Nigeria had already said acquitted and discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, only that the federal government refused to obey the court order, and then now went on appeal. Agabi argued that no witness had testified that they were incited to violence by Kanu throughout the process. The federal government had not been able to present anybody that can say that Kanu made them to go into violence. By the way, we condemn violence in any way, in any form, in this channel. We must use diplomatic means, legal means to get, and prayers too, to get what we want. Violence doesn't pay anybody any reward. He also told the court that the 5 witnesses of the Department of Security Service, DSS, admitted that their role was limited to obtaining statement from Kanu. So, what case do you now have if you don't have any witness? Agabi, who is Kanu's side, the lawyer for Kanu, further contended that no investigation was conducted into the statement allegedly made by Kanu, and no investigative report regarding the terrorism allegations was presented in court. It means that the federal government claims are very, very shallow. He noted that the charges against Kanu had been amended 8 times. Yet, no witness came forward to claim they were incited by him. Insisting that Kanu merely urged people to defend themselves against widespread killings, Agabi argued that Kanu's threat to bring the world down was simply boastful talk and should not be used as evidence of terrorism. You know, when people are kill people, the Fulani people that are moving about, raping our women, killing our mothers, kidnapping farmers, destroying farms, the federal government really hasn't come out to do something very concrete about it. Then talk about the corruption going on in INEC, in EFCC, over there also in Boko Haram, the kidnappings, even more armed terrorist groups are rising in West Africa, rising in Nigeria. Yet, most African governments are not doing something concrete about it. He said that urging Nigerians to defend themselves is a constitutional right that has also been echoed by prominent Nigerians, including retired General T.Y. Danjuma. If NNAMDI Kanu said Nigerians should be able to defend themselves against those that come to kidnap and kill them, is that one an offense? Agabi also criticized Kanu's prolonged solitary confinement over the past 10 years, stating that international law prohibits solitary confinement beyond 15 days. But of course, we have seen that Nigeria court and most nations in the third world countries hardly obey court judgments. He concluded by insisting that the elements of the terrorism charge were not proven during the trial, that the federal government could not prove their claim, and urged the court to rule that no prima facie case had been established against Kanu to warrant him entering defense. The federal government had already made their case, and they now want Kanu and his lawyers to begin to defend. But the IPOB family is saying that they don't have any case to answer. This man should be freed. If you have not dropped a prayer and free Mazen NNAMDI Kanu in the comment, you are wrong. Please do that right now. Also, like this video and click on join so that you become a member of Noble Media YouTube channel and you can get updates anytime we share them. Because here we believe in truth, we believe in justice. When you subscribe, you will be able to get info as we post them, up-to-date current information. And then when you join, you will be one of those supporting our channel. We need such support. Justice Omotosho, after listening to argument, that is the judge, and against the no case submission, because NNAMDI Kanu and his team submitted a no case submission, meaning that the federal government has no case against NNAMDI Kanu. And then the lawyer now adjudged the matter to October 10th, which is many days. I wonder why they can't just handle his matter once and for all, instead of postponing for months upon months, leaving this man to still be in the custody right now. If you have not dropped a prayer, reach the right time. Remember, not only you will want at least 10,000 persons to drop this petition, even if you have done it in our previous video, let us keep talking, let us keep saying it, because one day, Mazen NNAMDI Kanu will be free, and that day is already very, very close. So go ahead, drop a prayer for him, drop free Mazen NNAMDI Kanu, and like this video if you have not liked it. Share this video, very, very important. Click on share this video, click on share this video right now, and join, click on join our YouTube channel, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. When you have done that, remember to share this video on WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, to your followers, to your family, to your fans, on your channel, on WhatsApp, everywhere, so that more and more people can know what is happening and can stand for Oyendu Mazi NNAMDI Kanu. There is an important video we are leaving for you on the screen. Click on it and watch now.